accept your marriage to my dad. I absolutely refuse to have you as my mother.
Oh, you must be Emily, Paul's daughter, right?
So what if I am? Just want to make this clear for you. You have no place in our family. Did you think I'd be happy about this?
Emily, I understand. This must be difficult for you.
Stop saying you understand. You don't understand anything. You're just another woman trying to worm her way into our lives. Don't pretend to understand anything about me. You don't know me or my family.
You're right. I don't know you yet, but I'd like to know. I know this is all too sudden for you, but I hope we can at least have a conversation.
There won't be any yet. This is going to end now. I've seen your type before. Don't get cocky just because you're engaged to my dad. I'll never accept you, and I won't let you marry him. You won't get a single penny of our assets.
Wait, what? You think I'm after your assets? Emily, that's not at all what this is about.
Why else would you be here? It's so obvious. Women like you are all the same.
Emily, that's not true at all. Your father and I...
Save it! I've heard it all before. You're not special. You're not different. I know exactly what you're planning. Marrying some boring old man to get his money, right?
Excuse me? I think you're just jumping to conclusions.
We have quite a bit of inheritance from my mom. You must have heard about it somewhere and started pursuing my dad. That's why you're so eager to get to know me, right?
I had no idea about any inheritance. Paul never mentioned about...
Oh, playing dumb now. Everyone knows about it. That's why you're not the first woman to try this.
Do you mean that there were others?
What? Did Dad not tell you? How convenient.
Of course he didn't. He never tells the whole story about anything.
Actually, there were several, and I drove them all away, just like I'll drive you away.
Believe me, I'm not like those other women, Emily. I genuinely care about your father.
No, I can't believe you either. That's exactly what they all said, too. You're following the same script they did. Otherwise, why would you marry a divorced man with a kid? My dad isn't even handsome, just some ordinary, boring, middle-aged guy. What else could you possibly want from him?
Your father is a wonderful person, Emily. There's more to love than...
Love? Don't make me laugh. What could you possibly love about my dad? You barely know him.
If you'd let me finish what I have to say...
Let me guess. His kind heart, his gentle soul. Save the rehearsed lines. I've heard them all before.
You're misunderstanding a lot of things. I'm not after Paul's money at all. I genuinely care about him, and I want to care for you too, as his daughter. I know this is hard to believe right now.
What? Care for me? I'm not a child. I don't need anyone's care, especially not yours. Stop pretending to be concerned about me.
Being an adult doesn't mean you stop needing family. I'm not trying to replace anyone.
We were fine before you came along. We don't need you in our lives. And don't think I haven't noticed how you dress and act around Dad. All those expensive clothes and makeup, trying so hard to impress him.
I dress this way because of my job. I'm a professional.
A professional what? Gold digger? You've got all this planned out, don't you? Whatever you say, I won't be fooled. You'll never get our money. Break off the engagement right now, you greedy old hag.
Emily, please, let's talk about this calmly. These accusations are completely unfounded.
I am being calm. This is me being nice. You haven't seen me angry yet. There's nothing to talk about. Stay away from my dad and our money. This is your final warning.
Your father and I are both adults who can make our own decisions. You don't have to like me, but you should respect your father's choices.
And I can make mine. Trust me, you don't want me as an enemy. You have no idea what I'm capable of. I mean it. Break off the engagement or you'll regret it.
Are you trying to threaten me? Is this how you handle all your problems?
I'm warning you for your own good. Take it however you want. Just remember, I warned you. Don't say I didn't give you a chance to walk away.
Paul, can we talk? I was really happy about your proposal the other day, but could we cancel our engagement?
What? Where is this coming from? We were so happy just yesterday. Why are you saying this to me so suddenly? You accepted my proposal and even took the ring. I just don't understand what changed. Did something happen?
Actually, Emily contacted me earlier. She had quite a lot to say.
What? Emily? My daughter? What do you mean she contacted you?
Yes, your daughter.
What did she say to you? Whatever she said, I'm sure we can work it out.
You must have told her about our engagement, because she was quite clear about her feelings about it. Emily seems to be struggling with it, and she's strongly against our marriage.
I see. I'll talk to her about this right away. She's probably just being emotional. She shouldn't have contacted you directly like that.
Actually, I'm glad she did. At least someone's being honest with me. She had every right to express her feelings about this.
What do you mean by that?
She said she'll never accept our marriage.
She's just being difficult. You know how teenagers can be. Just give her some time. She'll come around.
I don't think that's the solution here. There's something you're not telling me.
What? Of course it is. She just needs to get used to the idea. All children struggle with their parents' remarriage.
It's more complicated than that. It's sad, but I can't get married while ignoring Emily's feelings, so I'd like to break off the engagement. Not breaking up entirely, just postponing the marriage for now.
That seems extreme. Why make such a drastic decision? Can't we work this out together? Emily's just being emotional. Let's not let a teenager's tantrum ruin our happiness.
There's more to it than that. Much more. Isn't there, Paul?
What are you trying to say? Tell me what it is. What exactly did Emily say? Hey, I'm sorry about my daughter. Her mother passed away from illness early on, and it's been just the two of us. Maybe she's feeling lonely, thinking I'm being taken away. She's always been sensitive about these things.
Is that really all it is? Are you sure there's nothing else I should know? Because I don't think that's the only reason she's against the marriage. Your daughter actually made some interesting claims about money. About inheritance. She accused me of being after her mother's inheritance. Care to explain that? Isn't this something I should know? This actually really bothers me. I can understand her hesitation about the marriage, but what's this about her mother's inheritance? You've never mentioned this before. Paul, you told me your late wife didn't leave any inheritance. You said you struggled because of that.
Yes, that's right. I remember telling you that. That's exactly what happened.
Then why would Emily say otherwise? Why would she be so protective of money that doesn't exist?
She's confused about the situation. She was young when her mother passed, and since we were young, she didn't even have life insurance. There really wasn't any inheritance, and I struggled with finances. Emily doesn't understand these adult matters.
But that's completely opposite to what Emily said. From the way she talked, there seems to be considerable assets. Of course, I have no interest in her mother's inheritance. I understand that belongs to just the two of you. One of you is lying to me, Paul.
Emily must be misunderstanding something, or maybe she's trying to test our relationship. You know how teenagers can be.
What do you mean by testing us? Are you suggesting your daughter would lie about this? About her own mother's inheritance?
Well, as a daughter, she probably has complicated feelings about her father's remarriage, and she might be worried about what kind of person you are. She might be testing us by bringing up the inheritance to see your true nature. It's actually quite clever of her.
That's quite a theory. Very convenient, too. It didn't feel that way to me. She seemed very certain about the inheritance and very protective of it.
You're reading too much into this. Let's focus on our future instead. Anyway, I'm sorry my daughter suddenly contacted you, and to be so strongly against the marriage. I'll explain things to her again, so please don't worry too much. Everything will work out.
I told you I'd never accept your marriage to my dad. Coming here won't change my mind. You're wasting your time, so leave now.
I came here to have a civilized conversation. I thought we could talk face to face like adults. But not just time, but my clothes and makeup are ruined too. I never expected to have tea thrown at me when coming to discuss marriage. That was completely unnecessary.
You deserved it. I told you to stay away. I warned you what would happen. You brought this on yourself.
Is this how you solve all your problems? With violence? Is this how you handled the other women too?
It was just tea. Stop being dramatic. Consider yourself lucky. Let this teach you a lesson, you greedy old hag. Never come back. This is your final warning.
What did you say? You think this behavior is acceptable?
Don't act surprised now. You knew exactly what you were walking into. You heard me, and I meant every word. I told you before, I won't let you have our money.
I came here hoping we could talk like adults. Clearly, I was mistaken.
I'll never give you my mom's inheritance. I'll never accept your marriage to my dad. How many times do I have to say it?
This obsession with money isn't healthy. Have you considered that there might be more to life than inheritance? Please, just listen to me properly. You're misunderstanding me, Emily. I really have no interest in the inheritance at all. I never have.
Ugh. Here you go again with that. Stop with the act already. You're not fooling anyone. Why won't you leave us alone? What more do you want from us?
It's because I care about your father. Is that so hard to believe? Like I said before, I just want to become family with Paul, and I want to care for you too as his daughter. That's why I want to get married to him. So this isn't about money.
You really expect me to believe that after all this time? Don't make me laugh. You don't even love my dad. It's all just an act for money. It always has been.
That's not true. We're in a serious relationship. You don't know anything about us.
Prove it then, if you're so serious about Dad. Really? Then tell me what you love about him. This should be good.
I love his kindness, his dedication to you, the way he always puts family first.
Generic answers. Anyone could say that. Try harder. You're so persistent, you lying old hag. If you're after money, go marry some dying old geezer. That would suit you better.
You need to stop with these insults. I've been patient enough.
That would be perfect for a greedy old woman like you. You could get rich quick.
What did you say? You're crossing a line.
I'm sure some old geezer would be thrilled. Even with an old lady like you, they'd marry you thinking you're young and cute. Better than trying to steal from us.
That's enough! I've been patient with your rude behavior, but even I have my limits. You've gone too far.
Oh, did I hit a nerve? Truth hurts, doesn't it? Not so patient anymore, are you? You're not as patient as you pretend to be, just like everything else about you is fake. You're the rude one, getting close to my dad for money? How shameless can you be at your age? I'll use you as an example of what not to become. A desperate gold digger.
What do you mean by that? What exactly are you implying?
I mean, I have my whole life ahead of me, unlike some people. I'll never become a pathetic old lady like you. I got into my first choice university, and I'll graduate at the top of my class. Then I'll get a job at a top company, earn lots of money, and be independent. I'll marry young, too. I'll live exactly the opposite life of a greedy, pathetic person like you. At least I have options.
Such grand plans for someone who can't even have a civil conversation. You think being young excuses your behavior? I wonder if someone who refuses to listen to others can really achieve such a life. Success requires more than just youth.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't know anything about me. Don't try to lecture me about life. You're in no position to give advice. So don't talk back to me, you old hag. Just give up on my dad and the inheritance already. You're not getting Dad's money. Go chase after some dying old man's inheritance, you desperate spinster. That's all you're good for anyway.
Let me tell you which one is after money.
What? What are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed? You keep talking about money. Every conversation, every accusation. It's all about money. It's all you care about.
That's not true. You're trying to twist things. I'm protecting what's rightfully mine. You don't understand anything.
I actually wanted to announce the broken engagement in front of both of you, but I guess this is how it has to be. You've made your position quite clear.
What are you talking about? What broken engagement? You're giving up just like that? Just like that? You're giving up? After everything?
Isn't this what you wanted? You must be happy that your father and I are breaking up. You can celebrate openly. This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Of course I'm happy about the broken engagement, but why so suddenly? And what did you mean when you said you'll tell me who is the one after money? What game are you playing?
Think about it carefully. The real gold digger isn't me, it's Paul. Looks like your beloved father is quite the greedy old man. You've been fighting the wrong person.
What? What are you saying about my dad?
You've been so busy protecting your inheritance, you never stopped to ask where it went. You never questioned the right person. And about your mother's inheritance that you're trying so hard to protect, apparently there isn't a penny left. Your father made sure of that.
You're lying. This is just another trick.
I wish I was, but unfortunately, it's true. I heard it was around $3 million. It's quite impressive how he managed to spend it all by himself. Every last cent.
Wait a minute. What do you mean there's nothing left of Mom's inheritance? And how do you even know how much Mom left? Dad told me never to tell anyone the amount because it could be dangerous. You're making this up. You have to be.
Your father's right about that. There are a lot of bad people in this world, but apparently he couldn't keep his own mouth shut when he was drinking with his friends. He's quite talkative after a few drinks, especially about money.
Dad would never. He wouldn't do that.
He did, and there's more to it. Much more than you know. Are you sure you want to know?
What? What else do you know?
It gets worse. Much worse than you can imagine. He's been hiding so much from you.
What else has he done? Tell me everything.
It seems your father has been borrowing money from these friends. He's used up all the inheritance. He's been begging them for help, saying he's out of money. He's borrowed nearly $10,000 already. He's been desperate for cash.
He even has debt? After all that inheritance? How is that possible? No, you must be making this up. This can't be true.
And then this friend came to see me, said he heard I was marrying Paul, told me that as his future wife, I should repay his debt. I was completely shocked.
Wait, hold on. I can't follow this at all. The inheritance is gone? Debt? What's going on?
Simply put, your father is a terrible parent. Your mother passed away early from illness, right? And she had inherited some real estate from her parents. She left a will saying the inheritance should be used for you, but he spent it all by himself. He used it for partying and buying new cars.
That's impossible. My father would never do that. He told me he was saving everything untouched for me.
Have you ever seen the bank book with the inheritance?
Well, I've looked for it many times, but I've never actually seen the transaction history.
But his friend who came to see me showed me everything. Showed me photos of him partying and having fun. Even photos of him buying luxury cars.
No way!
That's probably why his sense of money got so warped. That's why he started borrowing money from friends. That $10,000 in debt, he was giving out my business card to friends who were demanding repayment, telling them I would pay since we're getting married. I work for a major corporation and have an executive position. He was using my business card as collateral for his debts.
Wait, you work for a major corporation?
Yes, I do. I'm actually a director. My annual income is around $200,000.
No way, you're a total career woman!
That's probably why Paul targeted me. Someone with my income must have decent savings. And actually, I also lost my parents to illness early on. I have inheritance from them too, so I have quite a bit in assets.
Really?
Your father was apparently bragging about me to others, said he was going to marry a loaded woman. He was clearly after my money.
I can't believe you had that kind of money, and that Dad secretly spent all the inheritance.
Actually, I didn't come today for a marriage meeting. That might have been what Paul intended when he called me here. I wanted to announce the broken engagement in front of both you and Paul, but thanks to getting tea thrown on me, I couldn't tell him directly.
Oh.
So please tell Paul everything. I'm canceling the marriage as you wished. You must be happy, Emily.
It's not true, Sarah. I know you heard things about money from my friend, but it's all lies. They're just jealous of us.
They came all the way to my office after work. Your friend must have a lot of free time.
We need to talk about this. We need to clear this up. These rumors could ruin everything.
Clear what up exactly? The inheritance? The debt? The lies? Which part are you here to explain?
You don't understand. It's not what you think. My friends are just jealous of my remarriage. You know, I'm just a plain, boring, middle-aged guy, and they were teasing me about how someone like me could get a girlfriend like you. I'm definitely not after your money, please believe me. They're trying to break us up.
Then show me the bank book with your late wife's inheritance. I'm sorry, but I can't believe your friend is lying. I want to believe you, so show me the bank book. According to Emily, you've barely touched it. Prove me wrong.
Well, bank books are kind of personal. That's private family business.
Personal? More personal than marriage? More personal than engagement?
You don't understand. It's complicated.
Then I'm breaking off the engagement. Let's end this. Emily was against it anyway, so it's fine, right? We're done here.
No, wait! Please don't do this! That's a problem! Please, you have to marry me! I need this marriage!
Have to? I don't have to do anything. Need? What exactly do you need?
You don't understand my situation!
Then explain it. I'm listening. What's the problem exactly? Is something terrible going to happen if you can't marry me? Or are you ready to admit to the debt and spending the inheritance? Tell me the truth.
Why do you need to know everything? You're being unreasonable!
Am I? Show me the bank book, then. Prove me wrong.
Why are you so obsessed with the bank book? What does it matter? Geez, what's the deal? Would you marry me if I admitted to everything? Would you still marry me if I honestly told you I was after your money? Is that what you want to hear?
Now you're getting angry at me for asking these questions?
You're the one pushing me into a corner! You're not giving me any choice! Fine, you want the truth? Here's your truth! Shut up! Just marry me. Even if I'm after your money, you should be happy to marry me. You're not exactly young anymore.
Happy? To marry someone who's lying to me? Someone who's using me?
At least I'm offering marriage. How many proposals have you had at your age? No one else would marry an old lady like you. You should be grateful.
Excuse me? Did you really just say that?
You heard me. You're not exactly young anymore. Face reality. You think you're so special because of your job? You think that makes up for your age? Sure, being a director in a big company is impressive, but you're already 40. You spent your life working, and no man would want to marry a woman your age. You can't even have kids anymore. So are you really going to throw away this chance at marriage? This is your last chance!
So you finally show your true colors. I thought you were such a kind and sincere person. I can't believe I fell for your act.
I can be whatever you want me to be. I can go back to being that nice guy. Just marry me. Is that so much to ask? If you quietly agree to marry me, I'll go back to being that kind and sincere man. You're right, the inheritance is all gone. Before I knew it, my sense of money was completely warped and it was all too late. I can't even afford Emily's college tuition now.
What? You haven't even prepared for that? She's already been accepted and starts college next year. How could you be so irresponsible?
That's why I need this marriage. You're my only hope. That's why I'll be in trouble if I can't marry you. If I marry you, everything will work out. I can pay back my debts and prepare Emily's tuition. I'm willing to marry an old hag who's 40, so hand over all your money. Just say yes and all our problems go away.
This can't be true. Dad, you were really after Sarah's money, and you spent all of Mom's inheritance? You're the worst! I can't believe what I'm hearing!
Oh, Emily! Is that you? Why are you hearing this conversation now?
I never thought you could be such a horrible person. Sarah was right. You're a complete scumbag of a father. You've been lying this whole time.
What's going on here? Why is Emily here? This isn't what it looks like.
I'm with Sarah right now. I heard everything from her, but I couldn't believe it. I wanted to see her face to face to hear the truth, so I followed her. I heard everything you just said.
What? You shouldn't be here.
We met up and were talking at a cafe. Then you called Sarah. I heard everything you said to her from right next to her. Every single word, Dad.
This isn't what it looks like. You're misunderstanding things. Well, this is all wrong. I was just trying to figure out how to pay for your college tuition. That's why I got a bit aggressive, you see. I did it all for you.
Don't give me that crap. If you hadn't touched Mom's inheritance, if you hadn't wasted it all, we would have had plenty for my college tuition. What are you going to do? The entrance fee and first semester's tuition are due this weekend. How dare you do this to me?
Calm down, sweetheart. Let's talk about this at home. Of course I understand that. As your father, I'll figure something out. Trust me, one more time.
Figure what out? You've already figured out everything by spending all of Mom's money. There's nothing left to figure out. I absolutely refuse to take out student loans, and I don't want you taking on any more debt either. You've done enough damage.
I feel the same way, but don't worry. Everything will work out if I marry Sarah. She can help us.
Are you serious right now? After everything we just heard? Have you lost your mind?
If you just let me explain.
How could you possibly get married in this situation? I can't deal with this. I don't even want to look at your face right now, Dad. I'm staying at my boyfriend's place tonight. I can't stand to be in the same house as you.
Boyfriend? Since when did you get a boyfriend? And I absolutely forbid you from staying at a boy's house. When did this happen? Come home right now, young lady. We need to talk about this.
You lost the right to tell me what to do. You lost that right when you wasted Mom's money. Then hurry up and pay my college entrance fee and tuition. I'll come right home if you do. But if you can't pay, I'm staying at my boyfriend's house until you do.
Emily, please, don't do this to me.
The choice is yours. Don't message me again until you have the money. I mean it. Sarah, can I talk to you? I have a favor to ask. Could you please lend me some money? Just enough for the college entrance fee and first semester's tuition. I know I don't deserve to ask.
Oh, Paul couldn't prepare it. The final payment deadline is this weekend, right? So you're saying this to me after everything that happened? You have some nerve. Just as I thought.
Yes, I've been staying at my boyfriend's place, but Dad keeps calling me. He won't stop messaging.
Has he mentioned anything about the money, or just more excuses?
Just excuses, empty promises. He just keeps saying he'll figure something out, but he hasn't. He can't.
I'm not surprised. Did you really think I would help?
Please, Sarah. I know I don't deserve your help. I was horrible to you. That's why I'm asking you. You're the only one I can turn to. If you lend me the money, I'll approve of your marriage to Dad. I'll support you completely.
No, I don't want to marry Paul anymore. That's not much of a bargaining chip. Try again.
There must be something else I can offer. Anything at all. Please, I know I treated you terribly before. I was so wrong about everything.
Yes, you did. You were awful to me.
I'll apologize properly. I'll make it up to you. I'll do whatever you want.
It's not about the apology. It's too late for that.
Then what is it about? What do you want from me? Have you completely fallen out of love with Dad after everything?
Of course I have. I won't marry someone who never loved me and only saw me for my money. How could I still love him?
But you were seriously in love with Dad, weren't you? Those feelings can't disappear so quickly, and you said you wanted to care for his daughter, too. You meant all that, didn't you?
Yes, back then, before I knew who you both really were. But those feelings disappeared when you threw tea at me. Actions have consequences, Emily.
I'm sorry about that. I was wrong. I was terrible to you.
Now you apologize? Only when you need money? How convenient.
No, it's not like that. I really mean it. No way. So you won't lend me the money? Please reconsider.
Why should I? Give me one good reason. I won't lend it even if you promise to pay interest. I don't want anything to do with you two anymore. You made your position very clear before.
I understand how you feel, but please reconsider. I have nowhere else to turn. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. I mean it. Anything at all. I know I messed up. I know that now. Then what's going to happen to my college life? I finally got into the same university as my boyfriend. My happy campus life is now ruined. Everything I worked for.
Actions have consequences. Remember what you said about your bright future? Even if you tried for a student loan now, there's too much paperwork. It won't make this weekend's deadline. That means your acceptance will be revoked. This has been quite a learning experience, hasn't it? Life isn't always fair, is it?
There must be something we can do, some way to fix this.
Maybe you should ask those friends your father borrowed money from. I'm sure they'd love to help.
You know I can't do that. They're already after Dad for money. Does this mean I have to take the entrance exams again? Because of Dad? I have to be a gap year student? My whole life is falling apart.
It's questionable whether you'll even be able to take a gap year. You might have to just get a job instead. That would really mess up your life plans, wouldn't it? You were supposed to graduate from a good university and earn lots at a big company. But hey, unlike this 40-year-old lady, you're still young. I'm sure your life will work out somehow. That's my advice from an old lady to a youth with a bright future. Remember what you said about my age?
Please don't be like this. I take it all back.
Like what? Old? Greedy? A hag? Your words, not mine.
I was wrong about you. I see that now. I was so wrong.
Too late. Good luck with everything, Emily. You'll need it.
Sarah, you're my last hope. Please don't leave it like this. Sarah, please, just give me a chance.
Remember this feeling the next time you judge someone. Remember how it feels to need help from someone you treated badly. Goodbye. Don't contact me again. Later, in a panic, Emily secretly borrowed $20,000 for college entrance fees and tuition from a suspicious social media account. She found the lender through a targeted ad promising quick loans for students with no credit check required. Despite the red flags, her desperation led her to reach out. She forged Paul's signature as a guarantor on the documents they sent, believing she had no other choice. However, as expected, it was a dangerous source. When the contract arrived later, the interest rate was an outrageous 20%. The terms were buried in fine print that Emily, in her haste and desperation, had failed to read carefully. In the end, she had to work from morning till night instead of attending classes to make the payments, defeating the purpose of college. She took multiple part-time jobs, but the predatory interest rates meant she could barely keep up with the minimum payments. What's more, her boyfriend saw her working at a nightclub and immediately broke up with her. Unable to understand her desperate situation and unwilling to stay with someone working in such an environment, and Paul still couldn't repay his friend's loan and was about to be sued. The situation had become so dire that rumors began circulating about their financial situation. Rumors say they might even have their property seized. The inheritance that Emily had tried so desperately to protect was long gone. And her attempts to salvage her college dreams had only led her deeper into financial trouble. Her father's deception and her own rash decisions had created a cycle of debt that would take years to escape. The bright future she had once imagined, graduating from a prestigious university, landing a high-paying job, marrying young, had crumbled in a matter of weeks.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.